would be spent.
Well, on Friday night, we had a chance to talk to somebody who was not so sanguine about all this. Congressman Garrett joins us now from our studios here, who is very busy actually campaigning for re-election in the state of New Jersey, but found time to come in the midst of all the campaigning and dealing with a financial crisis to talk to us about this. Congressman, great to see you. Thanks for coming in again.
We are spending time on this, too. Don't say it's all...
Well, tell me exactly what you think of what we got in front of us right now. We only have about 2.5 pages from Hank Paulson about what his plan involves. What do you think about it?
If you're talking about that 2.5-page bill that gives unlimited authority, not really $700 billion, but really unlimited dollars authority with absolutely no oversight by Congress, the Senate, by any outside agency that can't even be reviewed by the courts, well, I have some real concerns about that.
You're sounding like Obama himself, who said very much the same thing.
Okay. Just within an hour, though, he did say there should be an independent overseer of this plan. Barney Frank has said it as well, Nancy Pelosi. I think that you can be bipartisan here on this issue, especially considering it's a lot of taxpayers' money here. But what else do you like about it? What don't you like about it?
Well, I don't like about the fact that how much taxpayer dollars is put on hook. We're getting the same advice from the same people who brought us to the situation in the first place. Remember, as we've said so many times in the past, these were the people that said if we just bail out Bear Stearns, we will prevent all things like the largest collapse of insurance companies, so on and so forth. They're the same ones that saying that we have to do it today, rush it through Congress. And there are some of us in Congress just saying, wait a second, let's just take a breather on this and see whether there are some alternatives. And now that this has been flushed out in the last 24 hours or less, because we only had it for a few hours, there are experts around the country from business schools and elsewhere who have looked at it and said, you know, maybe this is not the only approach that we could be considering right now.
But could we afford to wait? We are hearing reports of exactly how dire that situation was last week, where there was a run on the money market accounts, a run which would lead then to a run on the commercial bank deposits themselves. And if we wait much longer, or if we don't take drastic action like this, are our deposits at risk? Is our entire financial system at risk?
Well, this has to be broken down into parts. I mean, you were just previously reporting with regard to the money market aspect. Well, that was one thing that was already done. It's already been done effectively. It's based upon a 1934 law and it's already out there giving a $50 billion backstop. Community bankers in my neck of the woods have already contacted me with their concerns about that, which have just been reported on your program, as the fact that maybe we'll be switching. If you help out one guy,
that's right.
Maybe you're helping out somebody else. But that's already done, and so that's proverbial water and a lot of money under the bridge at this point, and so we have already protected them. The bigger question is are we putting the American taxpayer behind effectively the bondholder of these companies? Because that's who we're really bailing out, is the bondholder in these companies, and not the taxpayer and not the homeowner as well.
I read, you know, the New York Times had an interesting quote.
Yeah.
They broke it, you bought it. You know how they say, you know, you break it, you buy it, meaning Wall Street broke it, but we're all buying it. So will representatives from both sides of the aisle fight to have something put in there that indicates that this money won't go to, say, for example, executive compensation or to, who knows, hedge funds?
Those provisions will be attempted to put in there. I know Barney has talked about the aspect as far as putting caps on executive salaries and what have you. Right now, it's being pushed down so very quickly, basically with no markup, which is a way you go through a committee process and say, I have an idea, let me throw my idea here, you have your idea. All we're going to have is a very brief hearing on the matter without the opportunity for really putting in any of our suggestions such as those. And really, we're not going to have the opportunity as well to hear from some outside experts on this to say, are there other alternatives? This is going to be almost a rush to judgment. And I think that we should put the American taxpayer before we put the Wall Street on this one.
Or foreign banks. We are hearing now, in fact, Hank Paulson earlier had said that they would not be included in terms of those who would get some of their toxic debt off of their books. Now he's saying that's a distinction without a difference, the distinction of foreign banks if they have a big exposure in the United States.
Yeah, you know, at one of those campaign events that I was at today, I was talking to somebody just about that issue, and he works for one of those companies that is a foreign company that's actually a U.S. chartered here, and the question comes at that, and he was willing to say as well, maybe we should be looking to those sovereign countries themselves to be able to propping up their own banks. If we're going to put the American taxpayer on for $1 trillion today,
they've got their money.
They have their money, and remember, the $1 trillion is not, first of all, the $700 billion is not the stop. It's really, that's just a floating number. It can go above that. And the cost on top of that, of course, is the inflationary pressures. So you're not going to see inflationary pressures initially because why? The economy is going to be going down for a period of time. It's going to be a doldrums. But after the economy picks up again, when you're leveraging all this money or monetizing all this debt, we're going to see inflation go through the roof. So Main Street America is going to be hit twice. Once in the top pocketbook with the paying higher taxes,
and then the cruelest tax tax, which is inflation.
Thank you. It is really the cruelest tax because you can't blame anybody except, well, yeah, you can blame the Federal Reserve, I guess, for that. And
Scott Garrett, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate the chance.
Come again. We want to hear everybody's opinion on this, certainly. All right, let's go live now to Representative Payne, and we will do that when we come back from a quick break. We just want to let you know that Nikkei 225, the Japanese stock market, has opened up. We're watching U.S. futures very closely. Stay tuned. We'll also get you a live update from Asia on how those markets are reacting. Much more ahead.
When fire or water damage strikes, call the cleanup team. That's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
I have what they want. Set up the meeting.
This week, they're playing both sides. How are you going to pull this off?
You and me, we're done.
The Shield, all new this week on FX.
There's no sitting around. There's no room for failure. Get inside, get the news, and get it fast, and get it out to you.
A new way to look at business. Start here, start now.
Better ingredients, better pizza, more choices. With Papa John's 14 unique taste creations on our specialty menu. Specialties are our specialty. Like the Italian Meats Trio, the Sicilian Classic, and the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Get a large specialty pizza, just $12.99 each. 14 unique tastes, all at one place. Call or click papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Coffee and a muffin, $44.50. Please.
To adults, $188. Enjoy the show.